one and all, I'm Alexis, aka the Salt Reader, and I'm here today to do a mid-year review of all of the goals I set for myself at the beginning of the year. Since I had Jaeger in the thumbnail, I figured I would let Hildy in on the intro, because recently somebody asked about my cats, and I realized I haven't shown them in a video in a while. So these are my cats. Hello. So like I said, this is a check-in on the goals that I set for myself at the beginning of the year. I'll be honest, it's been about a 50-50 with how well I've done because like 3 of these goals I forgot about by like April. So, oops. But for some of them, I'm still doing really well, so let's go ahead and get into it. So I set 8 goals for myself at the beginning of the year, the first of which was my Goodreads goal, which was 75 books. I'm happy to say at this point in the year I've read 57 books, so I'm way ahead of where I would need to be to read 75 for the year. I still am going to be happy as long as I read 75, but a part of me is still kind of pushing for 100, especially after getting so close to 100 last year, so I'm fine with 75, I'm not going to movie it up, but a part of me is aiming for 100. The next goal I had set for myself was that I wanted to read all of the 2018 arcs I had been approved for. This one hasn't happened. There have been like 4 or 5 that I haven't read. I definitely have not requested any books in a very long time. I've deliberately stopped myself from going on NetGalley and Edelweiss, because what ends up happening is I just end up requesting a bunch of stuff I don't really want, and then I get stuck in a situation where I have all of these books to suddenly review. So that has definitely cut down on the number of arcs I've gotten, and I'm definitely still in a place where I'm reading at least 1 arc every month, or I'm at least attempting to read 1 arc every month. But as for reading everything I've been approved for that's a 2018 release, nah, that's a fail. The next goal I had set for myself was that I wanted to read a random Kindle ebook every month, and I also have not done this. I read on my Kindle pretty constantly, but what ends up happening is I read a lot of books that I get from my library via Overdrive, or I read a lot of books from Hoopla or Scribd. I don't actually end up reading Kindle books that I've paid for, which was the point of that goal, and obviously I am failing. Goal number 4 that I set for myself was that I wanted to read 1 book every month that was published prior to 2015. Now, I don't know that I've necessarily done this goal every month. I don't know that every month I was picking up a book that was released prior to 2015, but I know that I've read at least 10 books that were published prior to 2015. So even though I haven't been meeting that every month part of that goal, I still feel like I'm accomplishing this goal because I'm still reading older releases, which was what I wanted to get out of it. Goal number 5 that I set for myself was that I wanted to read all of the books on my top 10 to read in 2018. If you haven't seen that video, I will link that down below as well. And I'm really pleased with my progress in this one as well. I did only choose 10 books this year because I chose 15 last year, and a lot of those books were part of series, so I felt obligated to read those series as well. And it was a lot of books, and it was very overwhelming. So I'm really pleased with 10. Of those 10, I've read 5, I've DNF'd 1, and I'm currently reading 1, and 2 more I'm planning to read in the next couple of weeks, so I'm feeling very good with this goal. The next goal I set for myself, goal number 6, was that I wanted to reread 5 books in 2018. I am not a person who rereads books often, like ever, so I wanted to make that a goal for myself this year, and I'm immensely pleased with my progress on this one because I've already reread 3 books, which means I have the entire second half of the year to reread 2 more, and I kind of already know which ones I want to reread, and it's just a matter of getting around to picking them up. So I'm super pleased with how my progress has gone with this one. Goal number 7 was that I wanted to read 5 classics in 2018. I've read 2 classics that I'm saying. One was a modern classic, and I DNF'd a classic, but I read 200 pages of it, so I'm counting it. I'm counting it as a read book in my Goodreads challenge. I'm counting it a goal accomplished in a sense because I gave it the old college try. which means I still have 3 classics I want to read before the end of the year, but I feel like I can do that, especially because so many classics are available on audio, and I feel like those are super easy to pick up on audio, so I'm feeling pretty confident. And the 8th goal that I set for myself was a channel goal, and that was that I wanted to do more reviews. And I set this goal for myself every year, and every year I fail miserably. I think I started out the year really strong, I did a review, and then I was like, I'm gonna do reviews for everything. And then I never did any more. There definitely been a couple of books this year that I've really read and loved, and I feel like I could have done reviews on them, but it's just, I don't know, I get hyped to do reviews and then I just never do them. So, you know, I could still do more reviews. As long as I do like 3 this year, I will have done more than the previous year, but it's not looking good. It's not looking good for this challenge, so 2018 will not be the year that I do reviews on a regular basis. Alrighty guys, so those were the mid-year check-in for the goals that I'd set for myself at the beginning of 2018. I've done at least half of these that I'm like really solidly good on, which makes me happy. Like I said, I had forgotten I set like 3 of these by like April. So it doesn't surprise me now in July that I'm like, oh no, I haven't accomplished that, so whoops. I would love to know how you guys are doing on your 2018 goals. If you like what I do, upload videos on Monday, Wednesdays, and Saturdays, and I'll see you guys soon with another one. Bye!